Hi, I'm Gilly. In this video, I'm going to explain some do's and don'ts, some tips and tricks I've learned over the past few weeks of painting Pokemon cards. It's my new hyperfixation, I truly love it, and I have gained some experience off of these few weeks. And those are tips and tricks I want to share with you, which could have helped me a lot when I started out painting my Pokemon cards. If there is something I really hate, it's wasting a good canvas. Now you may wonder, why am I taping down my surface? I like a clean surface every time, and I found out using cheap masking tape helps me mask the area, and it's an easy cleanup afterwards as well. Tip number 1, the tape trick. If you've seen other videos of, oh, the masking tape's not working, those are exactly what I mean about the tape trick. You want to put down the tape and then match the color. So for example, if you had a white surface, you would start painting white first and then overlay, because then those two colors are gonna match, and then what you've overlaid will be a clean cut, so to speak. That's why you see me paint gray and like with a little white gradients to it, so I would match the border way more. I found out that if I do this and I let the paint dry before I add any other colors, I will get a crisp and clean border. Of course, this takes some time to learn. I've done a few tries as well, where I did the exact same thing and the edge did not come off clean. I came to the conclusion it was because the paint was not dry or thick enough to actually cover up the edge. So the first layer of your paint shall be the border, and shall match the border that you're trying to do. A clear white can also help a lot, but it really depends on what you're going for. And it takes time to put down the first layer. Here's some real-time footage of me just letting it do its thing. It takes time. Yep, this takes time, and you can see the first layer never covers up anything. Usually when you see videos like this, it's like, oh, the first layer covers up everything. It does not. It never covers up everything. Trust me. You need multiple layers, and they are never gonna look pretty first try. It's only after the third or fourth layer that you'll actually get a complete thick coat over your card. Tip and or trick and answering number 2 is color matching. How am I doing it? Well, to be honest, it's a matter of trial and error. I am still trying to figure out how to color match. Like, it is tough. It's gonna take time, and as I said before, it will never be there on the first layer. It's gonna take time, and you're gonna keep on mixing and trying. Practice makes perfect, and I'm nowhere near that, because even my sky here, it's close, but it's not the same color as used on the original card. It's all about blending, avoiding big lumps of paint that's gonna dry up so they can see like, oh, that's where the border is, or something like that. It's gonna take time. Don't be too harsh on yourself. It's hard to match colors to an already digital paint, by the way. Now, another little tip I want to give you, be aware of where you put your paint. I don't have a tray where I put my paint. I put it on this so I can easily clean it off, or like remove it later, but I always put it on my right side, and I'm right-handed. And if I put it on the left side, well, I'm gonna cover up the card, and you don't want that for your camera. No one wants to see the back of your hand for an entire video. And you can see here with the yellow, I start to realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't have put it all there. And trust me, it's gonna bite me in the butt later, where I actually dip my hand in the paint, because I'm right-handed, and I need to rest my hand on the right to paint the card neatly. Yeah. Get a tray. I don't know why I just refuse to. I like having it right here so I can easier match it, like put it close to the picture, but yeah. Another tip I want to give, don't be afraid to mix colors. Sometimes you think, oh, it needs more yellow when it actually needs purple or red. And you're like, oh, wow, made no sense, but actually does. Or maybe it needs gray instead of black or white, or maybe it needs brown, all in all. I noticed in a lot of Pokemon cards, there is a lot of green and yellow mixes to give it more of that warmth green that you see on the cards. And I don't have a tube of that prepared green. As you can see, I mix a lot of yellows and green together. So that's another tip. Don't be afraid to mix. Because that's how you're gonna learn. Mix it up, see where it ends. Another little tip or trick I want to share is that don't be afraid to add texture. You can see here that I'm adding some background texture before actually going in, making it neat looking. So don't be afraid to add some texture, give it your own little flair, because that adds the charm. That's the whole idea of paint in general. And nothing is as smooth as social media make it out to be. Half the time things will be covered in filters or other things that's covering up the flaws and brush strokes. There will be brush strokes. Nothing is as smooth as you think it is. It's all brush strokes. When you have the card in your hand, you can see all the tiny brush flaws. But the flaws makes it charming to look at in the first place. Don't be hard on yourself, it is not a digital print. Another tip I want to share are the brushes. I'm using nail art brushes. I don't use paint brushes really, because I need so small and fine details that it's easier just to use nail art brushes. They're just made for the small details. I do, however, want to recommend that you water down your acrylic slightly to get a more fluent edge on certain things, because it is sticky, it dries out fast, and that makes it hard to actually get smooth and non-rugged edges. So if you're going for some textured, rough edges, acrylics are amazing. That's why I use Posca for the final layers. So the backgrounds, acrylics, the top layer, Posca for details. I did see in another video that if you feel like your painting is empty, add another Pokemon. And for this one, it fit well that my friend loves Esper and Cyndaquil. So I just thought, I'm gonna add a sleeping little Cyndaquil in here. And remember to look at the art style that you are technically copying. Outline, what else makes this Pokemon stand out? Add that to your second one. Otherwise, the art styles will look too different and it may look odd on the card. I feel like I nailed this one. It is adorable. I wish I could have kept it myself, but she definitely got happy when she received it. That's all the tips and tricks I have to share with you. So if you want more tips and tricks or anything else, please leave a comment below and I will see my best if I can answer it. Anyways, enjoy the rest of this video and I will see you in the next one. Peace.